Race of the week today, you will be looking at the $40,000 Sun Handicap, which was run last week. It is for fillies and mares. 8 of them will be going to the starting gate to face starter Al McPhee when he rings the bell. A couple of horses to watch are Shelby Madison, Castle Mountain, and Secondary School. The latter two are trained by Dave Forster and are Kentucky breds. Let's turn it over to the real stars of horse racing, the horses.
From Hastings Racecourse, it's our race of the week. It's brought to you by the Province Sports, where you can read Tommy Walski's Hot Stuck column every Sunday. You know, you gotta go big. This week, it's the $40,000 Sun. The number 1 horse, Shelby Madison. Shelby Madison, owned by R&D Jacobson, trained by Tony Jacobson Cloutier, and the rider, Mr. Anthony Stephen. The number 2 horse, Secondary School. Secondary School, owned by Janice Whitman, trained by David Forster. The rider, Mr. Larry Lacoursiere. In the number 3 hole, Ladies Jewel. Ladies Jewel, owned by Collins Brothers, trained by Anthony Collins. The rider, Mr. Sammy Krasner. The number 4 horse, Vying Princess. Vying Princess, owned by GWB Stable, trained by Barbara Heads, the jockey Felipe Valdez. In the number 5 hole, Jamari Girl. Jamari Girl, owned by Coyote Creek Racing Stable, Fran Snow and Ruth Hemmingson. Trained by Mel Snow, the jock, Nicola Wright. In the number 6 hole, Lasting Light. Lasting Light, owned by Canmore Farms and Lola McCarthy, trained by Steve Henson, the jockey, the veteran, Chris Lawson. The number 7 horse, Catahoula Rose. Catahoula Rose, owned by Lauren McDougall, Douglas and William Burrows, trained by James Brown. The rider, jockey Pedro Alvarado. And the number 8 horse, Castle Mountain. Castle Mountain, owned by Ray Hansen, George Gilbert, Dr. K. Chan, and Robin Chan, trained by David Forster, the jockey, Mr. Robert Skelly. Ladies Jewel was a multiple stakes winner in her 3-year-old year, but managed only 1 start last season. She's a tough horse to handle, but if jockey Sammy Krasner can keep her under control, she should be there in the stretch today.
She had a really good 3-year-old year. Went long, going short, and had a few problems last year, but this year she's had the 1 start in her, going 6.5, and she ran really, really well. She was pressed on the lead the whole way, and I think she ran 3rd, beat about 1.5 lengths, which is really a good start. But like I said, I've got speed. I should either be on the lead or have a really good stalking position, and we'll just see how it goes from there.
Castle Mountain is climbing out of a long slump. She's won only once in her last 10, but has been showing well lately and should do well in this mile in a 16th race.
I think it's the kind of race we've got a pretty good chance at. Yeah. She's kind of a stalking race mare. Yeah. With both of them, it's their distance. I think that's where they want to run. Mile and 16th or mile and 8th, yeah.
Another Forster-trained mare is Secondary School, which is also the favorite. In her 4 years, she's raced only 4 times, though, yet she's won 3 of them.
Oh, she's beautiful, beautiful animal. She's been training really well, and like I said, hopefully Castle Mountain will keep the speed honest up front, and I can find a comfortable position and get out when I need to, and she runs a race.
This race will set up well for Jamari Girl, who has won 3 times at this length. Look for a late run from this gal with the hope that the front runners might tire over the distance.
This race hopefully will set up perfect for her. She definitely needs a different distance of ground. She's run some good races this year, so she's got a few under her belt. There's going to hopefully be a bit of speed up there with Ladies Jewel and a couple of others. So hopefully we'll just sit behind and it should set up nice.
And now, the $40,000 Sun.
There they go. Field of 8. Fillies and mares sent on the way in the Sun. And quick at the break, Ladies Jewel opens up a 1.5 lead, but Castle Mountain, Lasting Light, and Catahoula Rose all move in. Then at the rail is Shelby Madison. On her outside comes Secondary School. 3 back now, Jamari Girl. Vying Princess is the early trailer. They're on the turn now, and from the rail, Ladies Jewel by ahead. Catahoula Rose tracking her on the outside. There's 2 lengths back to Lasting Light at the rail. Castle Mountain 4th on the outside, followed by Secondary School. Then Shelby Madison, Jamari Girl, and 6 back is the trailer, Vying Princess. The opening quarter in 24 flat. As they head to the clubhouse turn now, Ladies Jewel and Catahoula Rose matching strides. Lasting Light in third by a length and 3/4. Then on the outside, Castle Mountain. At the rail, Shelby Madison. Secondary School's got about 6 to make up. Then Jamari Girl and Vying Princess, half 47-3. Now's down the right from the rail. Jewel from the outside. Catahoula Rose. It's 2 back now to Lasting Light. Second on the outside is Secondary School. Castle Mountain at the rail. Then a gap of 2.5 to Jamari Girl, Shelby Madison and Vying Princess. 6 furlongs in 1:12-3 and a 1/4 mile to run. And now they're duking it out on the front end. Lasting Light. Secondary School, Ladies Jewel still at the rail. Then Catahoula Rose, Castle Mountain. Jamari Girl is circling up widest of all. 1/8 of a mile to run. And it's Secondary School now by a length. Jamari Girl is widest of all. Castle Mountain, then Lasting Light. It's Secondary School and Castle Mountain trying to close up. But it will be Secondary School to win it. Castle Mountain second, Jamari Girl third, and Shelby Madison.
Everything worked out well. I got, she broke, relaxed, and I ended up getting a trip on the outside. Nobody had me collared, so I just stalked the pace, and when I asked her, she responded. So I saw one coming at me at the end here, but it was Castle Mountain. She ran second, she ran big. No, I was happy.
When did you decide it was time to make your move?
Well, they started, about the 5, just past 16th pole, everyone's, it's time to go, and I was sitting pretty good in contention, and Chris started to move, and that's when I did.
When you're in top of her, what's it like? 'Cause this is a nice size filly.
Yeah, no, she's a whole lot of woman.
So Dan makes the grade in the